Let's get these all moved over. This is going to be by far and away enough units to do this. It was tempting to get to nukes and just nuke them, but I'd have to build the Manhattan Project, and that's going to take ages, so there's really no point. And by really no point, I mean there's absolutely no point. I suppose that's the best infantry I've got, so I will want that one. So in about, I'd probably say about 8 turns, we're probably going to be ready to roll. We're gonna. That one doesn't need to fortify because it has air repair. I like it because it rhymes. That one can end up in Copenhagen, actually, in Aarhus. Can Aarhus reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, it can't. So I'm gonna have to move it from Aarhus, but never mind. That's not a big problem. Let's just move everything to Seville. Like so. I'm surprised the AI has not got suspicious yet and asked and called me out on it. Ah, nice water. I don't. It's one thing about dieting I don't really enjoy. I kind of miss drinking a lot of milk and a lot of alcohol, not simultaneously. Obviously, that would be a throwing up incident waiting to happen. But, yeah. So, we're doing pretty well here, aren't we, all things considered? St. Louis, can you just... There you go, then happiness has dropped to 12. So that's a big improvement. I know I probably don't need to technically move this, but I'm going to move to Seville anyway, just so I've got them all under the same roof. That's already here. Once they're in Seville, I can just fortify them. And then I'm just going to wake them up on the turn we go to war, all of them, and then just kill their ass. That one might as well heal first, as will that. That one does not need to do such a thing as this. That can get to Seville immediately, so that is perfectamundo. Get that into Seville. I really, really wish it wasn't Alt-R. I'm not enjoying the position I've got to put my hand in to get Alt-R. It's not doing it for me. Oh, she's got frigates now, so she must be at navigation, at the very least. I can't believe how many cities we've got. It's unreal. And luckily the US got such a tanking that they're just going to be no threat to anybody while I'm attacking and getting ready to attack Spain. I don't have to worry about them in the slightest. Had I have kind of remembered that Spain was still holding their capital, I must have tricked myself into thinking Hiawatha took it out, but had I have remembered that, I would have left some units over here rather than dragging them all from San Francisco to the west. Like I said though, not a big issue. It's what happens when you play a game over a period of about 6 months. You kind of lose track of your efforts and what you've done before and the wider context, really. But like I said, we don't have to worry. I'm just going to build a police station so that I'm not having my tech stolen off me out of moral rights rather than anything else. I'm not that bothered, really. But I don't want the AI to get them anyway, because that's how I am. I just can't believe how easy that war ended up being. It was ridiculous. It started off so hard to the degree where I was thinking we might actually have to win through another route. We might have to go for a science victory here, lads and lasses, was what I was thinking, and I think I articulated it a couple of times. And then it just didn't happen. It was just like, okay? Not complaining, that is for sure. Yerevan wants tyre bullied, not asked. Our unhappiness is now low enough that we're not actually getting a big ass penalty on the attack either, so that's nice. Has St. Louis been, not St. Louis, Portland, I think it was, been melted? Yes, it has. Philippos, like I said, I'm so not interested by how easy this map's become now that, yeah, I just didn't even bother with that. We've got one in Madrid already. I'm going to just put it in the Iroquois city because why not? Was she building a public school? Not very threatening, is it? Let's be honest. Okay, so that's in Seville, that's in Seville. That is not, so that needs moving to Seville. This also needs moving to Seville. That too. Going to fortify that. That is the, it's not the ultimate infantry that I've got, but it's a pretty darn good one. It's got march and it's not a Swedish unit, so you know I've spent quite a lot of time upgrading it, put it that way. You can kind of tell though with when it comes to the transport, I've got all these railroads, so units coming from by my capital for example are getting there so quickly, but the US doesn't have these sort of joys, so oh, that was randomly out of nowhere, okay. Not surprised he's denounced me. I liberated Ramkameng and then like killed him 5 turns later. But I thought they'd denounced me closer to that time, but never mind. I suppose the game just knew not to bother putting Ramkameng back on the scoreboard, so they just didn't. Oh wow, that's 666 turns till the next growth. Funny. I'll be honest, we're probably at the stage up. I did not mean to click that. We're at the stage now where we're just so strong that we could just attack immediately, frankly. And we are. Well, trust me, you can put as much effort in as you want, and it's going to do absolutely nada. Bumkus. Right, we're going to have to wake all these things up now. Damn it, I meant to attack the frigate with that one, because it was the bomber that gets an advantage on such a thing, but never mind. Well, I think I might have already sorted this one out. As long as that doesn't get an absolute battering, then absolutely done already. Do that. The bomber does have larger range than the fighters. That's another reason why you would use it. She had a frigate, but no iron. So that frigate was even weaker than it would have been otherwise. That's kind of funny. Did you see what I mean about this being overkill? I'm not even having to try. Half my units aren't going to get used. It's kind of a joke, but at the same time, it needs doing. How much don't care, guys. Guys, stop auto-scrolling units. How much damage will Madrid do to that infantry, I wonder? 10? 15? Well, the city itself did 17, and a frigate did 11, so that's the answer to that one. And in approximately 60 seconds, we'll have won the game. Properly this time. The last time I said that, it was a bit of a red herring. I think I've said it twice. I said it when we took out Washington. I said it when we took out Sukhothai. But this time, we'll be right. I am an idiot sometimes. Honestly. So, this time, 3, 2, 1, win. And lag. There we go.
The world has been convulsed.
Oh, we've unlocked an achievement.
Many great and powerful civilizations have fallen.
I assume that's because we won as Theodora. Usually I'm not online when I'm playing this game, so I don't have anywhere near as many achievements as you would otherwise. I'm just going to quickly show you, as almost not as a guide, but just to show you what sort of options you have. Once you've won a game, you get that clip. The clip varies depending on your type of victory. Obviously, had I won culturally, for example, you wouldn't see lots of people with rifles going through a city. You can get your demographics, which you could see before, but now you get the final demographics, and obviously we're kicking ass and everything except popularity. Really, that's pretty clinical. We swept the board, just look at the map, and that gave that one away. Then you get your ranking, and you get a score, and the score is based upon all the things that I've mentioned on the right hand side of the screen, you saw the score there, but then your scores are what's called normalised, so it's based upon how quickly within the time the game's limits you finished the game, how dominant it was, how much in terms of land resources, blah blah blah. That's how you get your score. And because we dominated the map, we have the top rating, so that's very, very nice indeed. Then there is the replay, and it'll lag temporarily before it comes on here, because that's just what it does. But be patient, it'll be with you in but a moment. There we go. And in here, you can go through all the messages, so literally everything. If you're very, very boring, you can go through every single turn. You can go through all your graphs. So, for example, here's the one on score. It's the one that always comes up by default. We are the purple, as you can see. That's what Byzantium is on the graph. And here's the score, and we just dominated. You can get a lot of different variables in here. There's a lot of options. I mean, science per turn, for example. Very similar map, in fact, to the score. It tends to be quite similar. Population, as you can see, we weren't very impressive until near the end, because we just kept stealing everybody else's population. And you can get all that sort of information. But the thing I like the most is the map. And I click play, and you can see all the progress that the game has had, sort of in one very simple map. So, obviously at the start of the game, you can only see your own land. So you don't know how other people really developed until you see them and meet them and greet them and accept embassies and all that. So this is kind of just a way of showing how it progressed, and I'm going to leave you watching this. In fact, I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've definitely enjoyed recording it. Please do leave your feedback. I really do love listening to what you've got to say, or reading what you say. Some people talk to me about it through Skype chats and things like that. Other people put comments in the YouTube comment section. I like seeing all these things, so do put them, and I really appreciate the time you've spent watching the series. And I'll see you again soon. Might have a week's break or so between LPs, but you never know. I might have started not Gods and Kings, Brave New World by now. So I might be speaking out of my past arse, so to speak. Anyway, enjoy watching the map, and peace, everybody.